Welcome back to our series on ghost stories from around the world. And this will be my final segment. It's either about something local here in my own hometown, or it's about a personal experience that I may have had, or a relative may have had, friends, whatever have you. And there's actually quite a few, but first I guess we have to ask ourselves the question, uh, are ghosts good or bad? Are there ghosts? A lot of people don't believe there are ghosts. I'm not real sure if I believe it myself. I know I've been through some pretty silly, crazy things. Okay, let's just say, for instance, if you are driving down the road in a snowstorm and you lose control of your vehicle, and after doing 4 or 5 380s, you find yourself sitting safely on the side of the road. I mean, have you ever glanced up and said, "Thanks, Grandma," or "Thanks, Greg," or "Thanks, Uncle Albert"? That would be something good, I guess, a spirit would do to help you. Like my mom recently passed away 2 Christmases ago, and I thought, she was a good woman. She went to heaven, But I think every once in a while, I think they're allowed to do little things to help us out, to watch over us. I think they're allowed to do that. I was thinking about Mom, actually. I was thinking about our macaroni salad. Mom had the best macaroni salad in the world. And anytime there was a family function, 4th of July, whatever have you, everybody expected to have some of Mom's macaroni salad. So, just before she passed, which was 2 years ago, just a couple days before Christmas, 4th of July, prior to that, she found herself unable to stand in the kitchen and fix the macaroni salad. So she taught me how. Now, I'm pretty sure I've helped her make it a couple times, but it was good for me to stand there and make it by myself, and then that way, with her telling me that I would know exactly how to make it. So this past year, for 4th of July, I was making the macaroni salad. Now, when I used to make it in the past, I would put just a dash of mustard in there, just for a little tanginess. A lot of people like it with, a lot of people, like it without. So I had it finished, and I was getting ready to stir the whole thing up, and I got the mustard out, and I shook the bottle real good, and I was just going to put, like a nickel size circle in there, or quarter size, and I went to squirt it, and the lid popped off. Mustard went everywhere, and not one drop in that bowl. And I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, now, come on, Mom, I get to tweak it a little bit the way I want to make it." So I cleaned the first mess up, and put the lid back on, checked to make sure the hole was cleared out where it would squirt just fine, shook it up again, and tried to put a squirt in there again, and it was like, you know how you have the water hose and you put your finger over the water hose and it just kind of squirts out to the side? Yes, that's what the mustard did, even though I had checked the hole. So one more time, I'm cleaning up another mustard mess, and I said, "Okay, Mom, all right, I will not put any mustard in your macaroni salad." So, that's just a little something that I'm pretty sure she was stopping me from putting mustard in that macaroni salad. And there's other times, like when I think I have more than enough time, I'm getting ready for work, and I thought, I've got more than enough time, I'll jump in the shower and grab a quick shower before work, and I'll get ready to get in the shower, and the lights in the bathroom will start flashing. Now, the first couple times that happened, I went in the living room, and I was like, "Anybody else see the lights flash in here?" And everybody, "No, the lights didn't flash, the lights weren't flashing." That now I've come to realize, and this has happened several times, if my mom doesn't feel like I have time to grab a shower before work, this is how she tells me: "You're going to be late for work. You don't have time to grab a shower." Now, my mom was in her 60s, and she worked at a bank, actually, right beside of the library. So we have the same trip. She left me her home. So I'm leaving, the house just like she did, and I'm going to a building right beside where Mom used to work. Now, she drove incredibly slow. So I think she probably left half an hour early to make an 8-minute trip to go to work. So, I leave at the latest 20 minutes. I have plenty of time, but apparently Mom doesn't feel like I do, because she's flashing the lights at me all the time. So, I haven't really had anything bad happen to me, ghost-wise or supernatural-wise, wise, excuse me, but recently that has been things that have been happening in the home that I've been living in. So, whether ghosts are good or bad, or whether there are ghosts, well, the question still isn't answered. Do I believe that our family members help us from above whenever we need it? You know, like when you're driving down the road and you see a deer getting ready to run right in front of you, and you know you can't avoid it, and then for whatever reason, it just stops dead in its tracks on the side of the road and turns around and goes back. I'm not real sure it decided to do that on its own, or if someone said, hey, don't cross the road right now, there's a car coming. So I think we get a little bit of help every once in a while. So I'm grateful for it. I'm sure you are too. And that would be my last installation this Halloween of ghost stories from around the world. And mine was from local right here. And I appreciate you tuning in. And stay tuned for more crafts. Pretty soon we'll have the Christmas, 12 crafts of Christmas coming up. So that'll be real fun too. And we'll find other ways to entertain you. I think we have some guests coming to visit the library who are going to be telling some of their own stories, whether it's just history or whether some of them might be a little spooky here before Halloween. But stay tuned and come back and see us soon.